Hello, World Hambone here, bringing you some Season 2 Siege news. A few weeks back, I made a video detailing the two new operators coming to Siege Season 2, Operation Dustline. We now know that Operation Dustline will be available to Season Pass holders on May 11th. 2 weeks ago, we met Blackbeard, the new operator for the attackers, with his transparent rifle shield, and Valkyrie for the defenders, showing off her throwable sticky cameras. Well, today at the ESL Finals from Cologne, we got to see the new map called Border and some sweet gameplay. Let's take a look.
For our second season, we are glad to bring you into a new location. We're bringing you to the Middle East. You will be taken into the new map, Border Control, that is going to be much more dynamic than what we've ever seen before in Rainbow Six. All around the map, there's going to be a large catwalk that players are going to be able to use to flank and reposition themselves. It's also got vertical rappel indoors for vertical firefights, and it's the most destructible map that we've ever had in Rainbow Six according to its size. Now let's talk about the operators a little bit. We have two new operators. They are the Navy SEALs from the US. We have Valkyrie and Blackbeard. Let's start with Valkyrie, which is my personal favorite. She's bringing into the battlefield four deployable sticky cameras that our whole team is going to be able to look at and see, to basically see where the enemies are coming from. And on the other side, we have Blackbeard. He's coming with his armored rifle shield. He's basically a versatile pointman. He's going to be able to come into a room with the cover and then really go in full speed as a regular assaulter. And I cannot wait to see that in the demo that we will have really soon.
So now that we've seen the trailer, let's talk about what we know. The map is called Border and it takes place in the Middle East. The new map has 15% more destructibility than any other map of its size in the game. That's pretty impressive. It also features a catwalk that will allow for some nasty flanks that goes around the entire building from what we're to understand. So that's a game changer. I'm sure we'll be seeing that a lot in pro play. Then we got an in-depth look at Valkyrie and Blackbeard. First, let's take a look at Valkyrie. So her new cameras are called Black Eyes, and she has 4 of those things to throw. It is worth noting that when you throw them, the light flashes blue on them, so that's how they'll be identified on the map. You'll be checking for blue blinking light. Let's talk about her guns. She is equipped with the SIG MPX or the Spaz 12, which is a shotgun. For me, I'm definitely going to be rolling the MPX. It just looks money based on the gameplay and my playstyle. I'm just not a shotgun guy. Her secondary is going to be the Deagle or the Desert Eagle, the D50 as they're calling it in Siege. She'll have either a deployable shield or a nitro cell, so you'll have to make some decisions there. And her speed is a 2 and her armor is also a 2. Now let's take a look at Blackbeard. Blackbeard's new gadget is called the Rifle Shield. It is a transparent shield that can be equipped or unequipped at any time. I don't know why you wouldn't have it on. Based on the gameplay, there is no downside to having it on. Your movement doesn't suffer or anything like that, so I would have that thing on at all times. He is also going to be equipped with the MK17 or the MK11. We saw one slide that said the MK11, but in-game it said the 17, so I'm not sure which of those is accurate. Or you can also run with him with the Scar H. That is going to be a heavy-hitting assault rifle there. His sidearm is also the D50 or the Deagle, so that's sweet. And he's going to be rocking with some breach charges or something called a sheet charge. Now, I'm not sure if this is another typo or if this is actually a new style of grenade that you'll have that's similar to maybe a concussion or a smoke. I'm not sure, but it's called a sheet charge according to the slide that they put up here. He also has 2 speed and 2 armor as well. So after the reveal, we did get to finally see some gameplay of Border. It looks pretty sweet. We did see a match between some of the announcers from the Pro League and some of the community leaders from Siege. So that was very exciting. Shout out to Icy Cat, who was live on stage with them, representing USA. Go USA. So yeah, we got to see at the end of that game that the headgear for the operators, the existing operators, has changed. There is now alternate headgear in the game. I'm not exactly sure how you go about getting it, if it's purchased with Renown. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it is a thing. so that's worth noting. After all the gameplays and trailers were done, we actually had a sit down with the devs live on stage, and we got to hear some of the quality of life changes that will be coming to Siege Season 2, and I think you're going to be pretty happy. First off, we're going to have a lighting rework where you'll actually be able to see outside and vice versa. If you play Siege, you know that is a big challenge and very hard to see outside or inside in a lot of situations, so that is phenomenal. Along that same line, the red dot sight along with the reflex have been reworked. There is definite glare from the reflex sight. It's one of my favorite sights, but sometimes at night it's just so glowy with a green tint that you can't actually see the person you're aiming at. So I'm glad to see a rework in the process for those. Also, gadget cancellation is now a thing. So the bandit shuffle is going to be seriously real. You'll be able to start and stop gadgets as you please. Next, something that we have all been craving forever, you can actually now change your loadout before the game. You don't have to do it in the main menu. You can actually do it in game based on the map that you're playing. That is so amazing, and it's going to make playing Siege so much better. Also, one of our most useless attackers, other than her amazing gun, IQ, is going to be getting a nice buff. Her gadget will now show the object she is looking at. So instead of just the circle saying this is something there, you'll actually know what the something is. Looking at Montaigne, he is now going to get side shields. That's right. So not only will he have the front shield as well as the little lip that covers above his head, he will now have 2 side shields, so of a full 180-degree coverage. So yeah, the only way you'll be able to get Montaigne is to get behind him and put him down. They pretty much secured his left, right, and front side, and that's pretty sweet because it makes playing Montaigne pretty valuable. And of course, the worst defender in the game, Tachanka, has also seen a nice buff. The Tachanka LMG mount size has been decreased, so you'll actually be able to get it into some pretty cheeky places that you weren't able to previously. That's going to be pretty cool, and it's very welcomed. Also, the mounting and dismounting speed has been increased, so you'll be able to get on and off of that thing quicker. As you know, if you're ever stuck on that and ADSing and somebody does start shooting you, you're pretty much dead before you can get off of it. So that's exciting. Lastly, they did mention that ranks will be reset for Season 2, so all you diamonds out there, too loud, you guys will have to re-earn those ranks, and I'll have a fair shot at actually getting to diamond. So that'll be pretty sweet, and it's going to be that way every season, guys, so make sure you are not disillusioned. Your ranks will only stay until the new DLC comes out, or Season 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There's a lot to look forward to. May 11th, we're going to be playing new DLC with new operators, and it's going to be glorious. I can't wait. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with all things Siege at Hambondini. I'll have it down in the description below. If you want more Siege, don't forget to check out our podcast, Siege the Show. I'll have the link down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you're new here for all types of Siege content along with other shooters. But until next time, guys, I'm Hambone, and I'll see you when I see you.